Once you get back on the path and you reach your destination, you can put the map down. Neither the Bible nor the Quran are eternal books. These books are guides, and you don't need a guide unless you have lost the path. I'm not saying that the Native American people don't need a guide, but you are unfit to guide them. I'm speaking now of the so-called Christian community. You can't guide a people that are in better moral condition than yourself. You are not any example for the Native American. You have murdered them and murdered the environment. Now the Native American, when you have Earth Day, you got to go back and listen to an ancient people tell you how to preserve what you should have been preserving if you knew the very book that you claim you were preaching. This Bible said that Jesus came that we may have life and have it more abundantly. But you brought death in the place of life. How then can you be a guide for us? You need a guide. I'm almost finished. The whole world is sick. Black, brown, red, yellow, and white. The whole human family. I like the way Jesse says it, but he's wrong. Black, brown, red, yellow, and white, we're all precious in God's sight. Not so. You could be, but the way we are right now, humanity is a pile of dung that stinks in the nostrils of God. I'm not talking about white people. I'm talking about all people. Don't fool yourself and lull yourself to sleep that you are all right. God would not threaten a judgment if we were all right. The fact that a judgment day has been set is proof that we are not all right. Listen good now. We could be precious, but nothing that God creates that does not act in accord with the purpose and the will of God for its creation is precious. Think about it. I'm going to say that again. Nothing that God creates that does not act in accord with the purpose and will of God for its creation is precious in his sight. And that's why he removes people wholesale. You didn't hear me? You talk about a terrorist. God can terrorize like nobody. Ask the people of Charleston when Hugo hit. They couldn't say Reagan sent it, Bush sent it, Gaddafi sent it, Khomeini sent it, Deng Xiaoping sent it. They knew who sent Hugo. And when the earthquake shook and the earth rumbles under your foot and opens up and swallows people, young and old, rich and poor, fat and skinny, white and black. When the heavens open up and sends down rain in torrents, swelling the creeks, the rivers, and the streams till they overflow their banks and weaken the foundation of the railroad beds, the houses, and break up the highways. And you see snakes coming out of their hiding places, floating on the water, biting those who are trying to walk in the water to get away. Come on. When you see a tornado, like women in long skirts, twirling and dancing a dance of death, while you were there partying and boogieing and watching the football game and carrying on your foolishness and snorting your little coke and blowing your little reefer and having your little beer, and then you hear a rumble and then quiet. Then you see people with their eyes bulged out. They forgot that they were high. They forgot that they were a problem. They see death everywhere. Then they remember God. Is that right? You don't look too good to God. So he threatens to remove millions and billions from the earth. Even if he got to start again. That's nothing for him to remove this crud and start again. And that's why in the Bible it was water the first time. And he overthrew the people of Sodom and Gomorrah who were practicing homosexuality in that day. And you know what? Lot couldn't get one of them to repent. In fact, the angels came and they were trying to have sex with the angels. Lot was trying to send his daughters out to them, and they said, we don't want your daughter. We want them fine-looking angels that you got up in that baby. They didn't know that what they wanted had come to destroy them. Pharaoh thought he was powerful too. God wiped him out and his army. Army. And show you how God thinks of you. He said, I will gather all nations down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and there will I plead with them for my people whom they have sold. Huh? Boy. Now the whole world is gathered there in the Middle East. You got all your tanks and your planes and your ships, and you really feel powerful, but let me tell you something. I just want to tell you there's a hidden reality waiting for you there. Oh, if I could talk to Mr. Bush tonight, I would say, Mr. President, sir, be careful, sir. Don't think yourself too powerful, sir. I have noticed you, Mr. Bush, getting reckless in your speech, sir. Ever since the demise of Eastern Europe and the collapse of communism, I have noticed a tinge of arrogance rising in you, sir. And you are talking as though you are the power, sir. And I heard your Joint Chiefs of Staff head, Mr. Colin Powell, speaking like you were the only game in town now, sir. And I've heard that you gathered the whole world and the armies of the world in the Middle East to make war against Saddam Hussein, sir. But I want to ask you, sir, who raised Saddam Hussein up, sir, and for what purpose, sir? And as a good commander-in-chief, sir, you can only calculate the facts that you know. But the unseen realities you can't handle. And there is an unseen reality in that desert. I read about it in the Quran. There was a people who felt very mighty. And they spoke like I heard Mr. Powell speak. The words were, "None is mightier than we." He didn't say it in exactly those words, but you can distill it and it'll say the same thing. But Allah said in the Quran, "Is not he who created you mightier than you?" Says, so he brought on them a furious wind. Now, you know, a speck of sand, you consider it nothing. And that's exactly what God considers your armies. Nothing. So he'll send nothing to stop nothing. It's more serious than meets the eye. And you who are beating the war drums, you're beating death drums. But you think it's going to be all right. That's the trap. That's how you trap an arrogant, proud, aggressive warmonger. You make him think it's easy pickings. I'm just one of the children of the slaves. But I think you would be well instructed to back off a little and give that man a way to get out of that and get out of it yourself. Because I think you're in for a terrible, terrible surprise. And I say that not gleefully, but it pains me to see the modern Pharaoh getting ready to lead his army into the Red Sea again. Only this time the sea is not water, the sea is blood. You can take it or let it alone. And so, my brothers and sisters, I will bring this talk to its zenith with these words. Pharaoh saw the children of Israel multiplying. And he said, "Come, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, join on to an enemy of ours and come against us." Please, don't move. You missing the best part. I know you got work to do tomorrow, but you've hung out all night. You could hang with me a couple more minutes. Pharaoh saw the children of Israel multiplying. And the government of America sees you multiplying. Listen, just listen, we're at the end now. Did you know that the birth rate of whites is declining? And if it continues to decline as it is, right now, your birth rate is twice theirs, though you are only 12% of the population. Their birth rate is continuing to decline, which means, according to their demographers, students of population growth and trends, that by the year 2000, white people will be at zero population growth. Do you know what that means? Every time a baby is born, somebody will die. Now that is serious, because what that means is white folk are getting older and older and having less young people, while the converse is true with us. We have a larger youth population than white people. And they say if our birth rate continues like this, in less than 100 years, we will be the majority population in America. Now you think about this. And just bear with me a few more minutes. What time is it? Can I have just about 10 more minutes? Thank you very much. Thank you. Now bear with me, because I want to rush right through this. Please, brothers and sisters, hang with me. Listen. What this means is that black people have a larger youth population of working age and fighting age, but no jobs. You got the picture? Yes, sir. White folk getting less youth, more age. So who will be the majority workforce in the menial jobs? And the fighting machine of America will have to be black people. Well now, if we just have babies, and it seems as though that's what's happening, in less than 100 years, run Jesse run is not going to be a slogan. You could run anybody you want to run, and you could control state houses, state legislatures. You could make a president. Oh man, you be in tough condition. Now look at how we're growing in knowledge. Did you know that in every field that white folk have mastered, that puts them on top of the world, there's a black male or female there somewhere at the top of that discipline, that technology? Did you know that? You didn't know that? It's a fact. In all of their science, if you could look behind the scenes to see who the physicists are, who the chemists are, who the biologists are, who the botanists are, who the navigators are, who the mathematicians are, you'll find yourself there. You know why they don't want you to know this? They want to keep you thinking that you're just good singers, good dancers, good football players, good basketball players, good boxers, but never good thinkers. But look, you're growing into power, brothers and sisters. Look at Reverend Jackson. Reverend Jackson did more to lift the thinking of black people than anybody in the last 15 or 20 years. When Jesse said, look, I want to be Pharaoh. Well, I mean, I want to be president. That's like saying, I want to be Pharaoh.
That's right.
Now, do you know that is audacious? A black man want to rule white people? I mean, that's a new kind of thinking. Why, we never thought we could rule ourselves. Here's a black man say, I want to rule America, and since America rules the world, he's saying, I want to rule the world. Y'all have been messing over it. I want a chance to do it right. Now, every little black boy, little black girl that saw Reverend Jackson, they're inspired. So Jesse took the top of the thinking off of black people, so now the sky is the limit, which means what? That as a man thinketh, so is he. If he thinks he can do it, believes he can do it, he can do it. So that means America, like ancient Egypt, came under the power of a man that was sold into bondage as a slave. Joseph became master in the land where he was sold as a slave. That's a hint for you. Now, Pharaoh's looking at this. That's the point. And Pharaoh is saying, come, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply and join on to an enemy of ours and come against us. How did he do it? He said, let's kill all the boy babies and spare the female. Isn't that what Pharaoh said? Reverend, is that what Pharaoh said? That's what Bush and the president and the government, the wise, are saying. Look, we've got to stop these people because they'll come into power. Now, how do you kill boy babies and spare females? And why do you kill males and spare females? Why do they do that, brothers? Why do they do that, sisters? See, the male is not like the female, and the female is not like the male. You're a very special creation, sisters. You're very, very special. And the enemy, once he conquers your man, you are the prize of the conqueror. You are called booty. Booty. Booty, B-O-O-T-Y, is called the spoils of war.
That's right.
When you conquer the nation that you are at war with, you've destroyed the power of the male to protect, defend, and maintain the woman. Then the conqueror has access to your woman. Why does the conqueror want access to your woman? Because the woman, oh sisters, let me get something where I can walk a little bit. What microphone? Can you hear me? Turn it up. Turn it up. Sisters, listen, listen. You are so powerful. This womb that you have is fashioned after the universe itself. This is a dark area, like space. And whatever God wanted, he brought it out of the womb of space and said, be, and it is. And he brought sun, moon, star, out of the darkness. He makes woman to have a womb like the universe. The universe is pregnant, ever bringing in new things. And he gives you the distinction to have a womb like the womb that he created the heavens and the earth from. And you become his co-creator. That when life comes into you, into your precious womb, if your mind, this womb, is not dark like this womb, if this womb is like the heavens above, lit with the light of sun, moon, star, if your head is lit, then this womb will fashion life after the light of your mind. Oh, listen, please. Y'all all right? Houston, hang with me a little bit. As a woman, you are so valuable. You are so valuable, so precious. Here comes an enemy. He said, if we can conquer the man, then we have access to his woman. Both wombs. So we put into her mind what we want in her mind. Then we inject her womb with us. Then even if her man gives her a baby, her baby belongs to us because she belongs to us. So he works to capture the mind of the woman. You watch it in America. Man don't get no respect, brother. You go to sell a car or buy a car, you go with your wife, he don't talk to you. He talk to your wife. Yes, ma'am. Sit in it. Sit in it. Isn't it beautiful? Get the feel of it, miss. Oh, yes. Isn't it beautiful? It's like you and I not even there, brother. Who's working downtown Houston? Come on, brothers. Y'all got these fine suits on tonight. Very few of the brothers downtown. But the sisters, they're down in the offices. Now, what you think's going on down there? Is a man got your woman all day. Miss Jones, would you come in here and take some stenography, please? And Miss Jones, how was the party last night? How was the weekend? Miss Jones, you can tell me. Then he starts telling dirty jokes. And he starts putting his hand where they don't belong. She don't want to say nothing because she's the breadwinner in the house. Because you home looking at the TV. You don't have no job if you're home at all. So she got to be careful and be smooth and be smart. Oh, stop it, Mr. Jones, don't you? Brothers, slay the black man. Sisters, don't you ever think the white man loves you. Don't you ever think that. Don't you ever think that the white man loves you. I want you to listen to me good. All the white men in the audience, don't get uptight. Just listen to me too. You tell the black woman, you're so sweet. I just love you so much. And you know the black man don't treat you all right. So when the white man says sweet words to you, just kind of melt you. And then, but if you ask him, if you love me, do you love my black father? Do you love my black brother? They'll get up out the bed with you and blow your father away, and blow your brother away, and blow your uncle away. And look here, brother, you got a good woman. We got a woman that's been catching hell for us and with us for 400 years. What do you look like throwing her aside now, walking with the children of your slave master? Got a white woman on your arm like you in heaven. Huh? I must have hit a nerve. I must have hit a nerve. I know what you're going to say, brother, but we love each other. Let me tell you something. I can't fight love. Love transcends color. Love transcends race. Love transcends it all. But the question is it really love? See, if all your life you've been wanting a white woman like a hungry dog wants a piece of meat, and finally you get a chance to get a white woman, and you get an old scroungy looking white woman, and then walk with her and talk about how you love her. Oh man, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's not racism. That ain't really love. That's a sick man that been wanting that white woman all his life. And just to know he got a white woman sleeping next to him with his black self, he began to think, boy, I made it now. I'm all right now. And you trade the future of your people for a white woman. No. When you learn to love yourself and then fall in love with members of the other sex of the human family or the other parts of the human family, we'll give you some credit. But you have not proved that you love who you are. So every time I see you with a white woman, I know you're trying to escape the reality of who you are and what you are. Yeah. All right. Settle down a minute. Now I want to talk to the black man 1 minute. Because, brothers, the whole aim of this thing is against us. They're not going to produce jobs for us. We've got to produce them for ourselves. You going to Texas Southern. How many of you go to TSU? Raise your hand. They want to close TSU. They want to close the only school that gives us a chance to make something of ourselves, because it's a breeding ground. It's a breeding ground for strength. If it's run right, you got a chance at TSU of making a black school that will work the interests of black people. Don't let them close your schools. Hold your schools open and send your children to your school. Listen, brothers, and dear pastors, I want you to bear with me now, because I'm coming right into the Bible. When God made man, listen to this, and God said, let us make man. God didn't let us make niggers. Let us make Negroes, colored people. Said, let's make man. So anything other than man is what they may do. So you are not God's product. God don't make niggers. God don't make Negroes. God don't make fools. God doesn't make a non-productive human being. And as long as you're in the condition that you and I are in as in, we are not God's product. We are the degenerate product of the white world. Now hear me. And God, let us make man. How you going to make him God? In our image. After our likeness. What else you going to do, God? I'm going to give man dominion. Dominion means the capacity to rule and govern. This is not in Bible. This is in the nature of every male member of the human family. It's in nature to rule. Please listen. Rule who? Rule what? You first must become the master of yourself. Then, if you are wise enough to become the master of yourself, your wife will submit to you. If she sees God ruling in you, she'll submit to God in you. Listen to me now. Y'all all right? Just bear with me now. Houston. And God said to man, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, and subdue it. God is giving orders, but these orders are not written in the Bible. These orders are written in the genetic coding of the member of the species. Be fruitful. Fruitful. Multiply. I know it means have children, but wait a minute. Eve wasn't even on the scene then. So while it's written in the nature, there's a